Hey everyone, I'm going to talk today about something that just gets my blood boiling. First of all, let me just point out that my hair is straight today. I actually straightened it. I usually have a curled, fuzzy mess. I call myself a labradoodle, but today I got straight hair, so it actually looks halfway decent in this camera video. Anyway, I'm going to talk to you about something that absolutely gets me fired up because I have no patience for it, and that is mean girls. The haters in your life. Just drives me crazy. For Pete's sakes, when are we going to stop the sophomoric behavior? When are we going to leave the playground behavior behind? But unfortunately, I think the mean girls and the haters, and by the way, it's not always girls, but the mean girl syndrome really follows us through life sometimes. And here's why I'm talking about it today, is I was just thinking back to my trip that I just got back with some business friends of mine. Big whirlwind trip, and we got to celebrate each other. And on two different occasions at the event, two different people shared with me how they had received messages. One, just the day before while she's on this big celebration trip, and then the other one a few weeks prior had gotten messages from some so-called friends, and they just sort of went off on them, told them that they were an embarrassment. How could they really do what they were doing? Didn't they have any pride? Why were they bothering people? Why did they have to go about their business in the way that they were? And just really, really mean girl things. And I have no patience for that, because why can't we all realize that we are in our own lane, right? We are all different from each other. We all have purposes and gifts and talents that are unique to us. And yes, our paths may cross now and then, but truly we are meant to be on our own path. And that means you put your blinders on and you do your own thing. And that also means you're not a mean girl and you're not criticizing people. So here's the deal. People just like that. They are the naysayers. Right? Everybody's got naysayers in their life. They are the people who want to rain on your parade. They are the people, the girls, the guys too, but they're the girls that want to pop your balloon. They are the non-supporters. They just don't support you in anything. They talk behind your back, and people that talk behind your back, really, they're not confident. And you better bet that if they're talking to you about somebody else, you better bet as soon as you talk away, they're going to be talking about you at some point in your life. That's just what they do. They're the doubters. They're the skeptics. They want to crush anything that you have built up. They want to destroy anything because they're jealous. They are jealous. So they certainly don't want to see you get awards. They don't want to see you on stage. They don't want to see you happy. They don't want to see you confident. Why? Usually, you are a direct reflection of what they could be if they were courageous, if they weren't so small-minded. And when you start to shine, they realize they're not, and then they're going to pull out all the stops, and they're going to not support you. They're just going to be a naysayer. And here's the deal. They know they're not as courageous as you are, right? They might not say it, but they know it. So we all have people like that in our life. And we have people that will love us until we stand out in the crowd. Or they're going to love us if we're just mediocre. But as soon as we stand out and we shine and we get out of our comfort zone, then they're not going to love us anymore. And unfortunately, it can be great friends, it can be family members, it can be someone that you've gone way back with and you thought you were like this. And I'm not telling you to always be looking over your shoulder and thinking everybody's like that. I'm just giving you a pat on the back and saying, listen, girlfriend, it's going to be fine. Because there's always going to be people like that in your life. So what can you do? What can I do? Well, we can realize that most of the time that other person is just uneducated. They're sort of ignorant about what you're doing. They don't know the full story, and they're going to be quick to judge because they don't know it all. You can also sort of let them be right, let them go, ignore it, and then you go out and you shine, you be super successful, you be the best that you can be, and sort of let them watch you. Here's what else you can do. You can remember your dreams. You can remember why you started what you started in the first place. You don't need approval. You need to be 100% unapologetically you. You need to keep your focus. You need to go to bed at night knowing that you are the same person that you've always been, and you haven't changed, and if you've changed for good. So don't go to bed feeling like you are guilty about something. You need to have a Teflon exterior. You know what Teflon? Remember the Teflon pots? Eggs won't stick to it, or whatever. Food doesn't stick to Teflon. You need to be a Teflon person and let it go and be the best that you can be. And that's it. You don't have to answer to anybody. So here's this one quote that I read, and it sort of made me want to get on here on this video, but it's so true. And it's learn to use criticism as a fuel, and you will never run out of energy. You will never run out of gas. Learn to use all the naysaying and the mean girl talk as fuel, and you will never run out of energy. Pretty good, right? I wish I would have come up with that myself. Anyway, if you are bummed out like my two friends were just this past week, I mean, they had tears in their eyes. It hurts. It hurts when people talk behind your back, or they don't support you, or they don't really know what's going on. It sucks. So I just wanted to get on here and say, I mean, hit replay and listen to everything that I just said. People are always going to talk behind your back. People are always going to be jealous. People are always going to be jealous because you are a reflection of what they could be if they would just zip it and do their own thing, stay in their own lane. So that's it. See, I'm usually a very calm person, but this is one subject that will get me riled up. It just does. So if you got any value out of this, or if you know somebody who is just really hurt because of what people are saying or thinking, send it to them, because they're not alone. We're all in the same boat from time to time. So anyway, have a great day. Enjoy what's left of your Wednesday, and I appreciate you watching. Thanks.